Hello friends, welcome to the video on water chemistry. In this video, I am explaining about the sewage and its treatments. Sewage, it is the liquid waste from baths, kitchens, toilets, etc. that is conveyed in sewers. It has its own characteristics. Sewage has distinct color, green to yellowish green. With aging it turns dark brown. Fresh sewage is odorless. When it becomes stale, it produces obnoxious smell due to the release of gases like hydrogen sulfide and phosphine gas. It contains dissolved and suspended organic and inorganic impurities. Fresh sewage is alkaline in nature, but after few days it becomes acidic, and it also contains pathogenic bacteria in it. So now these are the characteristics of sewage. Now let us see sewage treatment. There are physical methods and chemical methods for the treatment of sewage. Now let us see why this sewage treatment is important, or what are the objectives of sewage treatment. To kill microorganisms or to kill pathogens. Before releasing this sewage into the nearby water bodies, or before it absorbs into the soil, or before it enters into the ocean, it has to be treated. So this treatment has to be done in order to kill pathogens. Then it contains chemicals. It has to be removed. To remove or to eliminate chemicals that are toxic chemicals. As we know, sewage contains organic waste and inorganic waste, organic chemicals and inorganic chemicals. So organic chemicals may cause depletion of life supporting oxygen in the receiving waters of stream, river or lake. So eliminating organic chemicals. Why? Because organic chemicals can undergo oxidation by utilizing oxygen that is dissolved in that water. To eliminate organic chemicals, actually which consume dissolved oxygen, that is dissolved oxygen, DO, dissolved oxygen. The dissolved oxygen present in that water may be consumed by the organic chemicals present in sewage, therefore it has to be treated. Then when it comes to treatment, we have primary treatment, secondary treatment and tertiary treatment. Now let us discuss what are these primary, secondary and tertiary treatments of sewage. Now let us see what is the primary treatment of sewage water. So primary treatment mainly removes suspended and floating solids from sewage. Primary treatment contains it has different steps, mainly the screening, slit and grit removal, removal of oil and grease, and the fourth step is sedimentation. In screening, sewage is made pass through bar screens or mesh screens to remove suspended and coarse particles. So larger suspended particles are removed by passing through a bar screen or mesh screens. Next step, slit and grit removal. Here the sewage water is slowly passed through the grit chamber. Heavier sand and broken glass settle down by gravity. So here it depends upon the gravity principle used. Here we remove heavier sand and broken glass. Sand is removed, then broken glass etc. are removed. Now here mainly the suspended particles just like filtration process. And third step, removal of oil and grease. Now here sewage is kept in a skimming tank, and compressed air is blown through it. Oil and grease form froth and float on the surface. It is skimmed off. So by passing compressed air, compressed air and creating froth. As a result, oil and grease floats on the surface. It can be skimmed off. And the fourth step, we have sedimentation. Here sewage is sent to large tanks called primary clarifiers or primary sedimentation tanks, where fine particles settles and non-settable particles are removed by the addition of coagulating agents like alum ferrous sulfate. So fine particles settles and non-settleable particles are removed by the addition of coagulating agents like alum, potash alum. So alum is added here, or ferrous sulfate. Now these two acts as a coagulating agent. Coagulating agents are added. So that process is called sedimentation. So this is the primary treatment. So primary treatment is employed in order to remove the suspended and floating solids present in the sewage. It includes screening, where suspended particles are screened. Slit and grit removal. Here it is based on gravity. Heavy particles like sand, broken glass etc. are removed. And in the third step, removal of oil and grease by passing compressed air. As a result, these two mixture floats on the surface and it can be skimmed off. Then the fourth step is sedimentation, where non-settable particles are removed by the addition of coagulating agents like potassium and ferrous sulfate. Dear friends, now let us discuss secondary treatment of sewage. It is also called a biological treatment of sewage, or we can call it as activated sludge treatment of sewage water. Now this secondary treatment is mainly designed to degrade the biological content of sewage derived from human waste, food waste, soaps and detergents. This secondary treatment mainly involves the activated sludge process followed by addition of biological systems or treating with the bioreactors. Dear friends, just before this we have seen primary treatment of sewage. Once the primary treatment is done, the sewage is subjected to secondary treatment. It is called activated sludge process, or it is the biological treatment of sewage water. So secondary treatment mainly to degrade the biological content present in the sewage. The sewage from primary treatment, now this is the raw water that is from the primary treatment. The sewage from primary treatment stage enters the aeration tank. Now this is the tank where compressed air is supplied, and it is mixed with the microbial culture. So here we add bacteria, protozoa, fungi, algae, etc. Sorry, on supplying air, it mixes with bacteria, protozoa, fungi, algae, etc. and aerated by compressed air. The microorganisms in the tank use the organic impurities. The microorganisms in the tank use the organic impurities in the sewage for growth and for respiration, and oxidizes them to carbon dioxide and water. Now here bacteria is added, bacteria is added, or protozoa or fungi, etc. Now these microorganisms present in this tank use the organic impurities. It combines with the organic impurities in the sewage, and they grow, bacteria grow by utilizing these organic impurities, etc. for their respiration, and it oxidizes all these organic impurities into carbon dioxide plus water. So water from primary treatment is applied to this aeration tank where compressed air is applied, and here air is mixed with the microbial culture, bacteria, protozoa and fungi. So the microorganisms in the tank use the organic impurities in the sewage for their growth and for their respiration, and they oxidize organic impurities into carbon dioxide and water. This is how the organic impurities are removed, and once again next it is supplied or through a clarifier or settler, where the impurities which are formed in the form of fine sludge is removed like this. The combination of wastewater and biological mass, commonly known as mixed liquor. Once the wastewater has received sufficient treatment, excess mixed liquor is discharged into the settling tank, and the treatment supernatant is run off to undergo further treatment before discharge. So part of the settled material, it is called sludge, is returned to the head of the aeration system. Once again, a part of it is recycled, and the rest we can remove it from this one. See, the fraction of the flock here return is called activated sludge. So this once again activates, and further it removes continuously all the biological content of the sewage in the form of sludge, flying sludge. This is the waste sludge removal, and this is activated one. It can be recycled like this. So this is called activated sludge process of treatment of sewage. Dear friends, now let us see tertiary treatment of sewage. It is also called a chemical method. Tertiary treatment provides a final stage to raise the effluent quality to the required standard before it is discharged to the river, sea, lake or ground. So we have seen primary treatment and secondary treatment. Now here we have the tertiary treatment, where chemicals are used, or it is also called chemical treatment. Now, tertiary treatment involves the removal of phosphate, removal of heavy metal ions, treatment with charcoal, degasification and disinfection. So, removal of phosphate. So, removal of phosphate is done by adding lime. A precipitate of calcium phosphate is formed. So, we are adding here lime, So, calcium carbonate solution is added in water, calcium carbonate in water. Now, here lime removes phosphate in the form of calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4 twice. So, phosphate is removed in the form of calcium phosphate by adding lime. And removal of heavy metal ions, the second step. Now, here heavy metal ions like mercury ion is removed by adding sulfides, We can supply pass hydrogen sulfide gas and we can remove this mercury ion in the form of its sulfide. And the third one is treatment with charcoal. Charcoal is known for adsorption of gases. So, adsorption of some impurities takes place here. So, adsorption, removal of impurities by a process of adsorption by using charcoal. Then the fourth step is degasification. Here dissolved gases are removed by trickling the water through a tall tower due to hot condition and large surface area. Liberation of dissolved gases takes place. So, degasification means removal of dissolved gases by trickling the water through a tall tower at a hot condition. Then the last process is disinfection. Now, here the treatment is to remove pathogenic bacteria, to remove pathogenic bacteria by passing the disinfectants like chlorine gas or ozone gas, O3 gas, or ultraviolet light. By passing chlorine gas or ozone gas or by passing ultraviolet light, we can disinfect the sewage. So, this is the step involved in tertiary treatment of sewage. Dear friends, this is about sewage and its treatments. So, we have defined what is sewage, the liquid waste that is coming out from the industry, household, it includes all the toilet waste and kitchen waste, bath waste, etc. So, we have primary treatments, mainly removal of suspended particles. Then we have activated sludge process, the secondary process, and chemical method, that is called tertiary treatment. So, at different treatment level, primary, secondary and tertiary, we can remove the impurities or toxicity present or chemicals present in the sewage before it is released into the or discharged into the nearby river or lake or into the ground or sea. Dear friends, thank you very much for watching my video on water chemistry, mainly on sewage and its treatment. Thank you very much.